Ever stood at a baggage carousel watching that rubber flap spit out suitcase after suitcase and wondered where your bag has been? I have. You hand it over at the check-in counter, a neatly packed vessel of vacation hopes, and clean underwear. And it disappears behind a curtain. What happens back there? It's a world most of us never see. A hidden city of belts, scanners, and hardworking folks. This isn't just a simple slide down a ramp. It's a complex, high-speed ballet that happens thousands of times a day. We trust this system with our stuff, from priceless souvenirs to essential medications. And most of the time, almost miraculously, it works. But the story of how it works is a dirty job in its own right. Think about it. A major airport can handle over 100,000 bags on a busy day. Each one has a unique destination, a specific flight, and a ticking clock. A mistake of just a few seconds or a misread tag. The journey begins the moment you say goodbye. You heave your overstuffed bag onto the scale at the check-in counter. The airline agent taps a few keys, and a printer whirs to life, spitting out a long, sticky tag. This isn't just a piece of paper, it's your bag's passport, its map, and its biography all rolled into one. That tag contains everything: your flight number, your destination, and a unique 10-digit barcode that will be its identity for the next few hours. The agent wraps it snugly around the handle, gives it a firm push, and whoosh, it's gone. Your bag has just entered the airport's nervous system, a place we civilians rarely get to see. It's a point of no return. Once it slips behind that wall, your bag lands on a collector belt. This is the on-ramp to the baggage superhighway. Here it joins hundreds of other bags from different check-in desks, all beginning their own treks. It's a jumble of hard shells, soft duffels, and golf club carriers. The first thing that happens is a process of orientation. The bags are funneled and spaced out so they can be scanned properly. If a bag is too close to another, the system might get confused. They need to be single file, orderly, and ready for their first big test. So how does this maze of belts know where to send your bag? It all comes down to that sticky tag. As your bag zips along the conveyor, it passes through a scanner archway. This archway is lined with lasers or cameras that scan the tag from multiple angles. In a fraction of a second, the scanner reads the code, sends it to the central computer, and gets an instruction. This bag goes to Flight 456 to Denver. It's a digital conversation happening at lightning speed. But what if the barcode is smudged, crinkled, or hidden? This is where the system gets clever. The best systems can read about 95% of barcodes automatically. For the other 5%, the bag is rerouted to a separate line. Here, a video camera takes a picture of the tag, and the image is sent to a human operator sitting in a control room, sometimes miles away. Now, there's newer tech on the block, RFID, or radio frequency identification. Some airlines and airports are embedding tiny chips into those baggage tags. Unlike a barcode, which needs a direct line of sight to be read, an RFID chip can be scanned by radio waves from a distance, through other objects. This command activates a series of diverters, mechanical arms or tilting trays, that physically push or guide your bag onto the correct path. It's a series of yes or no decisions made hundreds of times. Is this the turn for Miami? No. Is this the turn? No. Is this one? Yes. And with a clunk and a shove, your bag is steered toward its destiny. Once your bag has been identified, the real sorting begins. This is where the system acts like a giant mechanical sorting hat from Harry Potter, deciding which house, or in this case which flight, each bag belongs to. The most common technology for this is the tilt tray sorter. Imagine a long, continuous loop of trays, like a train where each car can tilt sideways. For even larger and more complex airports, you might find a destination-coded vehicle system, or DCV. This is the big leagues of baggage handling. Think of it as a personal taxi service for your luggage. Each bag is placed into its own little cart or tub that runs on a track. These carts can travel at incredibly high speeds, navigate complex intersections, and even go up and down vertical lifts. Now, machines do most of the heavy lifting, but you can't take the human element out of the equation. At the end of every chute and collection point, there's a team of real people. These are the baggage handlers, the folks doing the real dirty work. They are the last line of defense. They physically lift the bags from the collection belt and load them into the ULDs. These guys and gals work in a tough environment. It's loud, it's physically demanding, and they are always under pressure. They have to load hundreds of bags, weighing up to 70 pounds each. They're also the ones who spot the problem bags, the ones that are leaking, damaged, or oddly shaped. They are the final quality check in a largely automated system. We've all felt that sinking feeling. You're at the carousel, the crowd thins out, and the belt stops moving. Your bag is nowhere in sight. Despite all the amazing technology, bags still get lost or delayed. So why does it happen? The number one culprit is tight connections. If you have a layover of less than an hour, you might be able to sprint across the terminal to make your next flight. But your bag has to make a much more complicated journey. It has to be unloaded from the first plane, navigate the entire baggage system, get sorted again, and then be loaded onto your second plane. The system is also vulnerable to simple human error and technical glitches. A baggage handler might accidentally place a bag in the wrong container. A tag might get ripped off by a snag in the conveyor belt, leaving the bag with no identity. When this happens, the bag becomes a John Doe. Peak travel times are a pressure cooker for the whole system. During holidays or summer vacation season, airports are handling a massive surge in volume. The belts are running at full capacity, the sorters are working overtime, and the baggage handlers are moving as fast as they can. Everything is stretched to its limit. The good news is that things are getting better. The rate of mishandled bags has actually dropped significantly over the past decade, thanks in large part to better tracking technology. But when it happens to you, statistics don't matter much. The industry takes it seriously because it's a huge source of passenger frustration and costs airlines a fortune in compensation and retrieval fees. The world of baggage handling isn't standing still. The next generation of airport logistics is already taking shape, and it looks a lot like something out of a science fiction movie. The two biggest game changers on the horizon are robotics and artificial intelligence, or AI. Airports are starting to experiment with autonomous robots that can do some of the most physically demanding jobs. AI is the new brain behind the operation. Instead of just following simple commands, AI-powered systems can think and adapt. They can analyze data from thousands of flights to predict when and where baggage pileups are likely to occur and proactively reroute luggage to avoid them. For example, if an incoming flight is late, the AI can instantly recalculate the best path for all the connecting bags from that flight. This new technology also puts more power directly into your hands. With advancements like widespread RFID tagging, you'll soon be able to track your bag's journey in real time on your smartphone. You'll get a notification when your bag has been loaded onto the plane, and another one when it's on the carousel at your destination. This transparency does more than just give you peace of mind. Ultimately, the goal of all this innovation is to create a seamless, stress-free experience for travelers. A perfect baggage system is one you never have to think about at all. You check your bag, you get on a plane, and your bag is waiting for you when you land. Simple. The journey of your luggage is a story of grit and ingenuity, and it's a story that's getting smarter, stronger, and more reliable every single year. So next time, you can let go of that handle with a little more confidence.